Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Heidi here, it's your dietitian. So this week, what it is that I want to cook for you guys is actually a recipe that one of my food service directors told me about in one of the buildings that I go to, and it's called a Fortalia. It's a Greek dish, and it features some pan-fried potatoes, 6 to 8 eggs. We're going to use a little bit of mint to add some extra flavor, ham, feta cheese, and then also for our veggie, we're going to add in some spinach. So, let's get cooking. So our first step is to add a little bit of oil to a saucepan and have it warm up over medium heat. And then you want to take one full potato and you want to kind of slice them into about the size of a chip. We're going to start by pan frying our potatoes. You can just kind of place them out nice and even here. And don't worry, everything's going to come together at the end. We want to make sure that we get a decent amount of oil onto the potato, so you can kind of see it's going to push up along the side. That's okay, that's normal. As long as the oil gets onto the potato, you can kind of push around so that you make sure that there's enough potato onto the pan. If you have to stack a little bit, that's okay too. Once your potatoes start to pan fry a little bit more, you can add some salt, a little bit of seasoning, and some pepper. And then from here, you can kind of mix around your potatoes and flip them over so that everything gets evenly pan fried throughout. So while your potatoes are cooking, you can move on and you can start scrambling your eggs. So I choose to use 8 eggs for this, but you can use between 6 to 8. You want to make sure that when you scramble your eggs, you're not separating out your egg yolks and your egg whites, but scrambling them all together. So once your potatoes start to get this nice brown pan fry going on, and they're evenly placed throughout the pan, you want to take your scrambled eggs and you want to start to just pour them right on in. Once that's poured in, feel free to reduce your heat in half to a low-high. We're going to let it sit for a second. So once the side of your pan starts to warm up and cook, and that kind of solidifies the egg potato mixture, we're going to start to add in our additional ingredients. Got some spinach, we got our ham, just to dice it on up. We got our feta cheese. Now once you have all of your ingredients in, you can add a little bit of extra flavor and spices. So for this particular recipe, I actually have some Greek seasoning, which I'm going to use for our Greek dish. And also some mint. The mint acts not to make it nice and cool, but it actually is a flavor enhancer for the ham and then also the feta cheese. And eggs, particularly the yolks, what's called an emulsifier, which kind of like holds not just ingredients together, but also flavors. You don't need much, but just a little bit. Once you add your ingredients and you add all your seasoning, we actually have the flipped version right here of the Fortalia, but basically what it is that you can do is you can slide a little bit of your Fortalia onto a plate and then at an angle flip the Fortalia over to allow for the top to start to cook a little bit. And from here it only takes about 2 minutes on about medium heat in order for it to cook fully through. And there you have it, folks. Our Fortalia transitions on over to the plate. Doesn't it smell good?
It smells good, looks good. I'm just ready to eat.
If you end up making this recipe, leave a comment below and let us know what you think. Let's do it.